If your door is rubbing unevenly along the side or bottom, start by identifying the exact locations and whether rubbing changes with humidity or temperature. Begin by closing and opening the door slowly while feeling for resistance and marking each high spot with a pencil, so you have a repeatable map to work from. Check hinge screws for tightness and replace any long screws with longer ones that reach the framing stud to pull the jamb square to the opening. Loosen hinge screws slightly and shim behind hinges where the gap is too narrow to shift the door outward or inward as needed, then retighten and retest the operation. Use a carpenter's square against the jamb and threshold to confirm the frame is plumb and square. If the frame is out of square, you may need to remove casing and add thin shims behind the jamb rather than forcing the door. If the door itself is warped or swollen, lay it flat and use a straight edge to find the high area. And for localized contact points, plan to remove material with a belt sander or hand plane while supporting the door so you shave evenly. Remove small amounts and test frequently. When trimming the bottom, preserve the weather stripping clearance and use a guide block to keep cuts square. Always mark the cut line while the door is mounted so you do not over-remove material. Common mistakes are removing too much material at once and ending up with a gap that lets drafts or light through. So take off small increments and test often. Another frequent issue is correcting only the door and ignoring loose or short hinge screws, which lets the jamb move later and recreate rubbing. Replace short screws with long ones that anchor to framing. People also assume the frame is straight. If you skip checking the jamb for twist or out of square condition, you can plane a perfectly good door unnecessarily. So use a carpenter's square and shim the jamb first. BigHomeProjects.com connects homeowners with local contractors and a discussion community where we share experiences and practical tips about door alignment and repair. We help contractors find work by allowing them to showcase completed projects and join conversations with homeowners and peers.